real shame about the circumstances, you know? It really was. This guy was a buddy. Big time. You know? Came out of the same place together, the same neighborhood. That's how it's gonna have to be. Let's see if he's waking up. Oh, you awake there? Look alive, huh? Chill. Seen better days. Yeah, you'll live. You'll live. It's nice seeing you, you know? She could have been under better circumstances. Joe's here too. He's behind you. I wouldn't try and get up too quick though. You know, he's a bit anxious today. So just stay seated there. Stay relaxed and everything will be nice and smooth with us here. But look, you know, I understand. Things have been rough for you and your family lately, your situation with your brother. I'm sorry, you know, we all loved him. You know, not to diminish your feelings in the whole equation, but that doesn't excuse your behavior recently, going around hitting protected trucks. Man, some of the things you said to the boss's daughter, off color, disgusting. You know, just a lack of control. And I hear you've been going around doing small time stuff and nobody's been greased. There's no, you know, you're not paying your respects like you should be. And that's why we're all gathered here today in your fucking rat hole of a cabin, really. You know, I know you maintain this thing for something or other, solitude or whatever, like your Superman and your fortress of solitude, but this place is a real shithole. Doesn't look like it's been lived in 20 years and it smells like something died in it. So, there's also no AC, so if you'll excuse me a second here. Sweating to death in this suit. All the money you were making with us on the shy and the tables, the games, you could have bought a fucking window unit for this place. You really could have, you know. But I know the way you like to live. Trips down to Twin River, over to the Encore, down to Foxwoods. Big spender. I've seen your rewards cards, you know. Another point's on there. You spend a lot of time in those casinos. Especially now that Twin River got a hotel open up and I practically live there. Miserably hot. I'm trying to figure you out right now, you know, what to do with you. I know we bushwhacked you downtown and everything, and I understand it's probably a scary experience for you, especially since, you know, since your brother passed away under those circumstances. You know, your other family's all you got, and we're as close as blood now. You probably don't like seeing me under these circumstances and knowing that information, but look, I'm really just here to talk to you. Get an idea for what was going through your head. And the boss told me to think on the fly, you know, come up with an adequate conclusion to this chapter in our lives. What you think back there, Joe? Well, you know him, he don't talk much. You want one? Didn't think so. You know, yeah, I hear you, you know. We all came out of the same neighborhood. We all grew up together. You, Joe, me, and your brother. But, you know what they say. Remember when is the lowest form of conversation. That being said, we're here to remember when you knocked over those trucks. We're here to remember when you owed all that money to us, to our games. Because you're out there playing on borrowed money. Ruining our setup, ruining our operation. When you're out there, we're here to remember when you went out there and tried knocking down a few stores that were already protected, that were already involved with us. And try to keep that change for yourself. We're here to remember when you went up to the boss's daughter and asked if you could tuck her in a bed at night. We're here to talk about all that. That's the remember when we're doing right now. Not the remember when we played stickball in the fucking yards or street hockey together. No. No. Your wife must be Your wife must be worried sick about you right now. Your kids too. Real shame in it. I understand you probably had some sort of mental break, you know, psychological thing with the passing of your brother. But you're so caught up in your remember whens, you forget to remember your other family. Us, as well as your wife and your child. The way you act out there endangers us all, and your family as well. And no matter how many times we went out of our way to try and remind you, to try and pull you back in as a prodigal son, no matter how many times we try to steer you right, no matter how many times you fell so low, you know, that great whale just took you up inside of him and spat you back out, not because you understood the lesson God was trying to teach you, but because he couldn't stand the taste of you. No matter how many times you hit rock bottom and kept trying to dig, and we helped you out with that, you spat it back in our face. So forget the remember when, right? Forget the remember when. You know, we all had good times. We all had good times. All of us. But you threaten those good times. You threaten our operation, our way of life. your family's safety, our safety, with your actions. So explain to me, in your own words, what were you thinking? Why were you doing this? Why were you trying to do all this? You know? I'll listen. I ain't gonna say nothing. Take as much time as you need. I get it. You know, I understand how you feel. I never lost a brother. But, you know, it's close to my uncle, close to my cousins, close to my stepmother. Well, I've experienced loss. We all have. People close to us. If that's what did it for you. That's what did it for you. You could have gotten help. You know, we could have helped you. But every time we open a hand out to you, you slap it away. You slap it away. You know? Oh, I get it. You know, you're right. We can't exactly go to professionals for help with issues, right? Like we can't go out, see a therapist and talk about a loss and a grieving process or anything like that. But we can help each other out. We do just fine. We're a family. And furthermore, whatever happened to the strong, silent type? You know, Gary Cooper, right? A lot of guys can just handle it, right? Maybe not handle it, but deal with their emotions in a way that's constructive or self-destructive as opposed to organization destructive or family destructive. You know, if you can't get over this passing in your family, and you can't make a more convincing case of your rehabilitation or your willingness to accept help, my hands are tied. I know yours are. Your feet too. So, take it again from the top. Slowly and calmly. Explain to me, what the fuck were you thinking these past few months, doing this shit you're doing? Trust me, I don't want to be here as much as anybody else wants to be in this situation. But you gotta understand the stakes. And you gotta understand the position I'm in. You know? I'm here because we're family. Joe's here. Well, Joey behind you. He's here because we're family. So you gotta understand, your brother wasn't the only family you had. And you better start making sense about what you did, when you did it, why you did it, very quickly. Okay? You understand me? Do I gotta come over there? Say something to you or what? Or are you gonna start talking? The floor is yours. Okay. I get it, you know. I get it. I really do. I understand the pain that you lost, but you gotta understand, it's time to move forward. Get all this behind you, you know? Water under the bridge, as they say, you know? Let dugongs be bygones or whatever, right? Alright. So, you stopped crying a little bit. Just let me know what you think I should do with you. What's your opinion? You know how we live. You know the rules we follow. You know? You understand the stakes we put up. So, just tell me what you think should happen to you based on your actions and the reasons you've just given me here. And your confession that you'll never do it again, you'll be better, right? Just tell me what I should do in your own time, in your own words, right? Just tell me. I know, you didn't mean to. You weren't yourself. You were acting out, right? That's how we all are. That's how we all are. But if you can't control yourself, you know what that means? It means you're a liability. Being rash and hot-headed means you rush in where angels fear to tread. You see what I mean? That makes you a fool. It makes you a fool. You understand what I mean? So you're not only just acting alone, that's a whole different can of worms. You're going out and doing these things of your own accord, of your own volition. Not only that, you weren't thinking right at the time. You couldn't take the time to clear your head. I understand you're angry at the politics of this family, about how your brother went, about why your brother went, and about who did it. But look, being upset isn't gonna bring him back. And it sure as hell ain't gonna get you out of this situation. Now is it? Now look, I'm gonna ask one thing, and one thing, and you better fucking answer it truthfully. Did you fucking flip? Did you flip? Did you fucking talk to anybody? Say anything to anyone to compromise us? Did you fucking talk? Well, anything? Good man. Yeah, we could trust you and we could depend on you. Like I said, family. Of course I knew you wouldn't say anything to anybody that would compromise our operation here, but I gotta ask the question, you know? Especially now that you got a gun to the back of your head, you gotta answer. So I mean, I asked you a little while ago, what should I do with you? And all you kind of did was cry and beg. I know it's stressful for you right now. I understand that it's a stressful time. But fucking pull yourself together, please. Act like a fucking man. Be lenient. That's how you feel about it. Obviously, you want me to be lenient with you. Let you run around under probation or something. Like you're some sort of junior associate. It's real cute. It's real cute. You know? You know, Fat Jimmy went out with more fucking dignity than you're gonna go out with if you keep going the way you're going. And I do mean that. I really do. And you saw how that guy behaved. He was a fucking clown. So you really want me to be easy on you? Let you walk out of here? Walk out of this shithole fucking cabin? To your wife and your kids, right? You really want me to let you do that? Why? Why? Why should I? And don't go remember when. Don't go remember when on me. Cause I can go the same way with you. Remember when? Those few months ago. Remember when last month. Remember when the month before. Remember when 3 months ago. Right? Remember when all of that. So, don't try and pull on my heartstrings about why you should just get up and walk out of here. Free to do whatever the fuck you want to do. All over again. Explain to me why you should be allowed to do that. You're a big boy. Use your words. Yeah, I'm paying attention to you. Don't worry about that. I hear you. I hear you. How can I guarantee that letting you stand up and walk out of here would be beneficial? How about I phrase it that way? Because you're not answering the question properly. You're still begging. You're still begging. You know, and you're also forgetting very conveniently about the kickbacks that you owe. Or your estate, you know? Whichever way it goes, right? And that's up to you right now, whichever way it goes. You do anything. jump from here to the fucking moon. That's anything. What else besides anything? You gotta be more specific, right? You're not gonna turn into a fucking genie and grant me 3 wishes. So don't say anything. Anything. What sort of information? Information, huh? About what? Exactly. Calm down. Calm down, okay? The information, alright? Let's go with that. If there's money in it, you might be able to walk out of here, pay your restitutions to the family, and be able to get, you know, keep earning. Take care of your family, your wife, and your kids that you love so much. The way it seems, you might love them more than your family. But that remains to be seen. Yeah, what about these fucking cruise ships coming in? They're just tourists. You know, they're just fucking tourists. Yeah, I get they're coming from Europe. What's your angle? Okay. I get that. You know, smaller cruise ship does mean less security, right? Easy to get things in and out, right? Small operation means less moles to fill. Came out wrong. Less complications, less interpersonal complications. I get what you mean. So you're saying we could move all of that to Europe on those ships? It sounds good, but who do you fucking know in Europe? Like, who exactly do you know over there? Right? We're Italian American, not Italian. Alright? So, just try and understand that. Like, you got a solid plan here, right? And I see the money in it, I see the sense. And the dollars make sense, right? But look, it's just a hunch. You don't know nothing for certain, you know? And to be honest with you, it's a big fucking issue. We get caught up in that international smuggling. It's a big problem for our little family. A big issue. A lot of risk involved. I bet right now you're willing to take on that sort of risk. Save yourself, save your kids, save your wife. But you know, me, at the moment, I might need more convincing. You know? Might need a little bit more. A little bit more than what you're proposing. This all sounds great, but what if it falls through? What if we get caught up, right? God forbid. What's that exit? Yeah, you really didn't think that far ahead, did you? No. It's an awful idea. And look, no, before you ask, we can't go hitting up the Encore, right? That's Irish. That's an Irish thing. We're not involved with that. We can't deal with them. So, same with a lot of unions. They're Irish. So, I thought you already knew this. Even Beacon Hill's got that, got a lot of mix on there. A lot of mix on Beacon Hill. I like your line of thought though. It's good effort. Good effort. This conversation's going on a little while. And to be honest with you, you haven't convinced me of anything. Anything, really. Except that $1 million idea you just fucking fed me. And I'm gonna feed to the boss. Well, more accurately, me and Joey there behind you are gonna feed to the boss. And you know what? We got something else to feed you. What you think over there, Joey? Good idea? Great idea. He don't talk much. Joey don't talk much. But, brother, it's been a pleasure. It's been a real pleasure. I really hated to get your hopes up there, but the truth was, you were never gonna walk out of this. I just wanted you to know that. I really did. So stop fucking crying and go out like a man. You quit fucking whining, maybe we'll avoid your face. Give your wife, give your kids something to look at during the service. How's that sound? You got till they finish. Say your piece. Cursing me ain't gonna help you. Curse yourself. You landed yourself right here. A wise guy once told me, we do 1,000,000 things every day, 1,000,000 choices, little choices. What you eat for breakfast, what color socks you fucking put on, right? They all lead you somewhere. Every single one of those choices leads you somewhere. And every single one of your choices landed you there, sitting across from me. So, before you curse me, think about what steps you took, why you're sitting there, and how you got yourself into this, and reflect. I'm really sorry, but I gotta finish this cigarette.